Peace. Good afternoon to all brothers and sisters on this wonderful day of knowledge and understanding on June 13th, 2021. This is the day in the month. This is the month and the day where Allah himself had went back home physically. All right? And June 13th, 1969. That's why we always celebrate this day of show and prove. And for all my brothers that are going to the show and prove, salute, peace. Apologize that I can't be there. I'm in the process of transitioning from one space to another, so I'm not going to be able to be traveling like that until I get settled. But until then, that doesn't mean I can't drop you guys any blessings or give you any nuggets along the way. So, I'm out here in New Haven, or New Haven, getting ready for this block party event that's going to take place. You know what I'm saying? So I'm expecting a big crowd to be coming, like almost 500 to 600 people, roughly. And it's just me tonight. So I'm trying to get that bag. Another thing that I want to stress and emphasize is this. When you're dealing with knowledge and understanding, knowledge and understanding is one and the same. How? Well, when you look at knowledge is based on facts, right? Knowledge is based on evaluating, processing, informing, evaluating, assessing, analyzing, critically thinking, and using all of these tools and principles to be able to conduct the proper experiment for you in order for you to know whether or not your understanding is clear or your understanding is not so clear, which leads to a misunderstanding. So, understanding is to see things clearly from what it is, not what it appears to be, right? So, when we're dealing with understanding, we're standing under. We're still standing. We have to stand under something. That means that we have to have a base, and your understanding has to have a foundation, because there's no way that you have knowledge, you have understanding yet no knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? So, why is knowledge and understanding one and the same? Well, look at father and son. Look at father and son. If you were to look at me and then you were to look at my son, you'd say, y'all look just alike, because we are one and the same. So, when you look at today's math, which is knowledge and understanding, when you look at that on your flag, that's the star and a 7. Why is that? Because when you look at both of them, they're black. The crescent moon is gold. So, right? When we're dealing with the science of knowledge and understanding, we're dealing with the science of what? 13. So, when you look at 13, you gotta look at it like this. Jesus was the 13th man. He had 12 disciples, but he had knowledge and understanding, because this is why he broke down a lot of parables, a lot of stories and parables, which hold a moral or valid truth, but it's told in a story form. You feel what I'm saying? That's all a parable is. Parable is a story that brings you to a moral standpoint, basically giving you the moral and the punchline of the story and what it's all about, the whole bottom line of it. So the whole thing is right. When you're dealing with today's degree and the 1 to 40, we're talking about what brings rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes. The answer says they continue daily to teach the 85% that all you see, such as rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes, come from this mystery God that no one will be able to see until they die. And this is believed by the 85%. The 10% know that when a man dies, he will never come back and tell the living whether he lied or not, because the dead is never known to return from the grave. All the history of Islam never revealed anybody coming back from a physical death. But there is a chance from a mental death, because many were revived from it. But they were not physically dead, only mentally dead. All right? Now, when you look at the idea and the understanding of that degree in itself. First of all, the way the degree starts, it says, but brings rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes. So first of all, what makes it is what brings it. So when you put the but in front of it, you're excusing yourself of saying, I didn't bring that, but brings rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes. Now, in this situation, when it's saying but brings rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes, what is it telling you? Well, one, it's telling you, you already made an excuse to not take responsibility for those conditions in your life. You already made a decision in your mind that you would not accept anything other than what is being given to me right now in this situation. I'm just gonna deal with this and don't deal with that. So the but is the excuse, is contrary to popular belief, because that's all the 85% deal with is belief. They don't deal with knowledge. That's why their knowledge is not being accepted, because it's all belief. Because they're continuing daily to teach the 85% that all you see, such as rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes, come from a mystery God that no one would be able to see until they die. And this is believed by the 85%. The 10% knows. Now let's stop right there. You see the difference? This is believed by the 85%. Then it goes into the aftermath of it and says, the 10% knows. So they got the knowledge. And they understand, and they already seen that this already has happened before. That death has been constant and imminent, and it always came in the form of physically. And once it's physically gone, it's no longer here. But they will continue daily to teach you. So now,